An uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the ropes.
Mike Tyson was a monster. He was a monster. Those are the kind of guys you see in a nightmare, and you wonder, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And you wake up and say, so glad that was a dream. I didn't want any part of Mike Tyson. No way.
That was like maybe the scariest Tyson ever. Like they finally released him, and all he'd been doing in jail is
working out.
I don't think he could box in jail. So I think he was just lifting weights. Remember, he was super duper jacked when he got out of jail?
So first time Tyson actually met me, you know, he was a nice guy, really nice guy. He took me in his room, showed me some old flicks that I've never seen before of old time fighters. He would tell me about each fighter, like he studied them. And then, you know, this is where he got his old style, his style of fighting from. And first day in the gym, bell went. He came across and he was trying to kill me. Like, you know, I did my Muhammad Ali thing. Obviously, stayed away from his power.
Hey, you know what's crazy? A lot of pro fighters today are still scared of Mike Tyson. Even though he's been out of his prime for years, he still has this legendary status that puts fear in the hearts of other fighters. And there are clips of these pros talking about it that are just fascinating. These are rumors and they're not confirmed. First off, there's Tyson Fury, the current heavyweight champion, has immense respect for Mike Tyson. Despite Fury's own dominance in the ring, he's admitted that Tyson is the one fighter he wouldn't want to face. Fury is impressed by Tyson's combination of power and speed, which he believes was unparalleled. He said, Tyson could knock you out with either hand, and he had that killer instinct. You'd feel his presence before the fight even started. This quote underscores the psychological impact Tyson had on his opponents. Fury describes watching Tyson's old fights as both mesmerizing and terrifying because Tyson would dismantle his opponents with a ruthless efficiency. Fury's admiration reflects how Tyson's legacy continues to loom large over the sport, instilling a sense of awe even in today's champions. Deontay Wilder, another top heavyweight known for his knockout power, has also spoken about Tyson's unique intimidation factor. Wilder has acknowledged that Tyson's aura was something else entirely. He said, Mike had this aura around him. Fighters were scared before they even stepped into the ring. That psychological edge was huge. Wilder elaborated that Tyson's reputation for ferocity and his ability to end fights quickly created a mental barrier that was difficult to overcome. Even seasoned fighters felt a sense of trepidation at the prospect of facing Tyson, knowing that a single punch could end the match. Wilder's comments highlight how Tyson's presence and reputation could dominate an opponent's mind even before the first punch was thrown. George Foreman, a legendary figure in boxing himself, has been effusive in his praise of Tyson. Foreman has said that Tyson in his prime was the most devastating puncher he had ever seen. He likened Tyson to a wrecking ball, saying, when Mike hit you, it felt like you'd been hit by a truck. He had this way of making other fighters doubt themselves.
Mike Tyson was a monster. He was a monster. Those are the kind of guys you see in a nightmare, and you wonder, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And you wake up and say, so glad that was a dream. I didn't want any part of Mike Tyson. No way.
Foreman emphasized that Tyson's power wasn't just in his physical punches, but also in the fear he instilled in his opponents. This psychological advantage meant that many fighters felt a sense of defeat even before the match began. Foreman's comparison of Tyson's punches to being hit by a truck vividly illustrates the physical and mental impact Tyson had on his opponents, reinforcing his status as a fearsome and legendary figure in the sport.
What would have happened if you would have fought Mike Tyson?
I call him Mike Nightmare Tyson. That guy was a nightmare in the ring. I mean, really, if he missed you with his left, then miss you with his right, he'd bite you. I didn't want to have anything to do with that guy.
You didn't want him?
No, I didn't want him.
Do you think he wanted you?
No way. We were both. One was scared, and the other was glad of that. I didn't want any part of Mike Tyson.
So he was scared of you, and you were glad that he was scared of you?
Amen, preacher.
Why do you think he was scared of you?
I could really punch, and of course, I was an expert at punching downward. My manager would hold the bag, and he was down there. So I learned to really develop power from punchers, guys who were down low. He was smart enough to understand that.
Evander Holyfield, who famously fought Mike Tyson twice, offers a unique perspective on Tyson's abilities. Despite his victories over Tyson, Holyfield has consistently shown respect for Tyson's explosive power and skill. Holyfield has remarked on the ever-present danger Tyson posed in the ring, emphasizing that Tyson could turn a fight around with a single punch. He often speaks about how Tyson's speed and precision made him a constant threat, requiring fighters to maintain intense mental focus throughout the bout. Holyfield's comments highlight the dual challenge of facing Tyson.
Was a harder puncher than Mike Tyson? Well, I wouldn't say he's the hardest puncher than Mike Tyson, but he hit me one time, and my feet froze up like this, and I've never been hit like that before, and I remember coming back to the corner, asking did he knock all my teeth out.
Not only did opponents have to match his physical capabilities, but they also had to stay mentally sharp to avoid the catastrophic consequences of even the smallest mistake. This respect from a direct rival underscores Tyson's enduring legacy as a fearsome and respected fighter. Lennox Lewis, who defeated Tyson later in their careers, has spoken at length about Tyson's unique attributes. Lewis has described Tyson as a tornado in the ring, a fighter who combined exceptional speed with unparalleled ferocity. According to Lewis, Tyson's ability to intimidate his opponents before the fight even began was a significant part of his strategy. Lewis has acknowledged that Tyson's aggression and quickness were unprecedented, creating a challenging dynamic for any opponent.
So first time Tyson actually met me, he was a nice guy, really nice guy. He took me in his room, showed me some old flicks that I've never seen before of old-time fighters. He would tell me about each fighter, like he studied them. And then, this is where he got his old style, his style of fighting from. And first day in the gym, bell went. He came across and he was trying to kill me. I did my Muhammad Ali thing. Obviously, stayed away from his power.
He has highlighted how Tyson's presence was both physically and mentally unsettling, making him a formidable adversary. These reflections from Lewis, a boxer known for his analytical approach and strategic prowess, underscore the multifaceted threat Tyson posed, blending physical dominance with psychological intimidation. Joe Rogan, though not a professional fighter, is a significant voice in the fight community and provides valuable insights into Tyson's impact. On his podcast, Rogan has often shared anecdotes about Tyson that illustrate the heavyweight's overwhelming aura. Rogan recounted instances where even seasoned fighters visibly trembled in Tyson's presence, emphasizing that Tyson's reputation extended beyond his physical prowess. Rogan has noted that Tyson's mythos was such that he seemed larger than life, an almost mythical figure in the world of boxing.
Tyson in his prime, where he was terrifying. He was so fast, and he would do angles, and he was bobbing and weaving. You couldn't hit him, and he was just coming at you. And he was young. He was 20 years old at the time. He couldn't be stopped. No one had the solution. And I submit that Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that won the title against Trevor Berbick, the Mike Tyson that beat Larry Holmes, I think that Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of all time.
Let me see this.
Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh.
He sounds nervous.
Just look away.
No, like that will not be good, babe.
No, just look away.
Mike Tyson in his prime, where he was just storming the gates, I put that Mike Tyson up against anybody who ever lived. That guy was a special fighter. He was just a juggernaut. Just you couldn't stop him. He was a different guy. It's like a different model of fighter than we had ever seen in the heavyweight division before. Fucking destroyer, man, where every fight was an execution. I mean, just ferocious, destructive, accurate, precise. Everything is perfect.
This perception was not just due to his knockouts, but also because of the fear and respect he commanded outside the ring. Rogan's observations highlight how Tyson's legacy is not just built on his achievements in the ring, but also on the psychological impact he had on everyone around him, contributing to his lasting impression on the fight world. Conor McGregor, a prominent figure in the UFC, has often expressed his admiration for Mike Tyson, citing him as a major inspiration. However, McGregor has also acknowledged that he would be reluctant to face Tyson in a boxing match, even if given the chance. McGregor has described Tyson as a force of nature, emphasizing that Tyson's dominance extended beyond his physical abilities. He noted that Tyson had a unique talent for defeating his opponents psychologically before the fight even began. This psychological edge, combined with Tyson's unparalleled skill and mental toughness, made him an exceptionally intimidating figure. McGregor's comments reflect the profound influence Tyson's legacy continues to have, impacting fighters across different combat sports. Tyson's ability to instill fear and doubt in his opponents remains a significant aspect of his enduring reputation. Bernard Hopkins, another legendary boxer, has frequently discussed Tyson's psychological tactics, particularly his intense stare. Hopkins has described Tyson's gaze as penetrating and unsettling, capable of breaking an opponent's resolve before they even stepped into the ring. This stare, according to Hopkins, was a key component of Tyson's psychological edge, helping him to mentally dominate his opponents. Hopkins emphasized that Tyson's intimidation was not just about his physical presence, but also about his mental focus and the aura he projected. This psychological warfare was a crucial part of Tyson's strategy, making him a formidable opponent even before the first punch was thrown. Hopkins's insights highlight how Tyson's reputation extended far beyond his physical abilities, cementing his status as a master of psychological tactics in the ring. Buster Douglas, the boxer who famously handed Tyson his first professional loss, offers a unique perspective on facing Tyson. Douglas has spoken about the immense challenge of preparing for a fight against Tyson, noting that it required being at one's absolute best both mentally and physically. He described Tyson as a relentless opponent who demanded respect and careful preparation. Douglas emphasized that, despite his victory, the pressure of facing Tyson was immense, due to Tyson's reputation as an unstoppable force.
Is he the hardest hitter ever?
No, never. He wasn't the hardest hitter.
He wasn't the hardest hitter ever?
No.
Seriously?
No, I'm serious. It wasn't just like any other punch I've hit before. It wasn't, it was just to see his speed. And then he's only like 5'10", and, he ducks and he gets down, he kind of disappears. He makes his quick move to the left or to the right.
This reputation created a daunting mental barrier for many fighters. Douglas's comments illustrate the high level of respect and fear Tyson commanded, even from those who managed to defeat him. The intense preparation and focus required to face Tyson highlight his status as one of the most formidable opponents in boxing history. Jake Paul, on the other hand, is relatively new to the sport. He started out as a YouTuber and has only recently transitioned to boxing, taking on matches against other celebrities and MMA fighters. Now Jake has expressed admiration for Tyson in various interviews. For instance, in an interview on the Impulsive podcast, Jake admitted that Tyson is one of his boxing idols and talked about how intimidating it would be to face him in the ring. Jake acknowledges Tyson's legendary status and the challenge it would present. Moreover, in another interview with TMZ Sports, Jake mentioned how Tyson's experience and sheer power make him a formidable opponent. He said Tyson is a beast. He's one of the greatest of all time. Fighting him would be an honor, but also terrifying. Newly leaked training footage of Mike Tyson preparing for a potential fight against Jake Paul.
Day 4, it was okay, but you don't know what you got in store, baby. You got to face the God of War. And get ready, baby. Fire in the house.
At 57, Tyson showcases his terrifying power, speed, and agility, proving he's still a force to be reckoned with in the boxing world.
Nice one, Mike.
Watch as he trains with ferocity, throwing thunderous punches and outmaneuvering sparring partners with ease. This footage is sure to send chills down Jake Paul's spine and has fans buzzing about what could be an epic showdown.
Growing up, who was your favorite boxer?
Mike Tyson.
Mike, right?
Yeah. Why yes?
Because I'm going to be fighting him.
No way.
In July.
Dude.
On Netflix.
Are you kidding me, Dad?
Yeah.
He's going to be the hardest hitting you ever fought.
I know.
Dude, holy I'm going to be freaking out.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's apprehension about facing Mike Tyson comes from a place of respect and understanding of the danger Tyson poses, even now. It's about balancing ambition with the reality of Tyson's legendary prowess in the ring. Muhammad Ali expressed admiration for Mike Tyson's boxing skills, Ali, known for his own prowess and charisma, acknowledged Tyson's incredible power and ferocity. There's a famous interview clip where Ali talks about Tyson.
He's bigger.
Huh?
I'm scared of him.
You scared of this one? He's a sweetheart.
He's a real champ. He's a real champ.
Really? I think so. Yeah, you're a real champ, man.
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast.
Uh-huh.
If he hit me.
Another notable moment was during the talk show where Ali.
What do you think of Mike Tyson?
Awesome. He's powerful, he's strong, he's got a big punch. If he hits you, you're in trouble.
Right. How would you have fared against him? Would you have whopped him?
Stick, move, hit him,
Yes.
tire him out.
Fighters today respect that because they know how much of boxing is mental. If you watch interviews and clips of these pros talking about Tyson, you can see the respect and a bit of fear in their eyes.
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes.
Named after Mike.
Named after Mike,
Wow,
yes.
that shit happened. Tell me about that.
I'll tell you how it happened. My dad was a professional boxer in the late 80s, early 90s, heavyweight. And his hero was you.
Really?
So when I was born August the 12th, 1988, I came into the world and I was 8 weeks premature and I was dying. I wasn't supposed to live. And when I lived, my dad said, I'm going to call you after my favourite heavyweight, Tyson.
It's like they know that even though Tyson isn't in his prime, the idea of fighting him is still intimidating. His legacy is so powerful that it transcends time.
An uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the ropes.
So next time you watch some of these fighters, keep an ear out for when they mention Tyson. It's a reminder of just how dominant he was and still is in the minds of those who step into the ring. Tyson isn't just a retired boxer. He's a legend who still commands respect and a bit of fear from the best in the sport. What's truly telling is how these reactions come from all corners of the fight world. It's not just boxers who feel this way. It's also MMA fighters, trainers, and commentators. Tyson's reputation for being an unstoppable force in the ring has created a lasting impact. Mike Tyson's legacy transcends the sport of boxing. His prowess and dominance in the ring were unparalleled during his prime, leaving an indelible mark on the entire combat sports community. Boxers, both past and present, admire Tyson for his raw power and relentless aggression, which made him a feared opponent. MMA fighters known for their versatility and well-rounded skills also acknowledge Tyson's influence. They appreciate his ability to finish fights decisively, often in spectacular fashion. Trainers who understand the nuances of the sport better than most recognize Tyson's exceptional technique and the strategic mind behind his aggressive style. They know that Tyson's success wasn't just about brute force, but also about his ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents in the heat of battle. Commentators who provide insightful analysis and commentary on the sport have seen firsthand the impact Tyson had on boxing and beyond. They know that Tyson wasn't just a boxer. He was a cultural phenomenon who captured the imagination of millions around the world.
If Mike Tyson hits anybody, don't care if he's 90, he's going to knock him out cold, isn't he? It's I am Mike Tyson. He's the baddest man on the planet, you know.
Tyson's legacy extends beyond his in-ring accomplishments. His influence can be seen in the way fighters train, strategize, and approach their careers. His name alone evokes respect and admiration, not just from fans, but from those who know what it takes to succeed in combat sports. In conclusion, Mike Tyson's reputation as an unstoppable force in the ring has left a lasting impact on the fight world. Boxers, MMA fighters, trainers, and commentators all recognize and appreciate the mark Tyson has left on their sport and their lives. I mentioned many details of this saga, but there's something else very huge that is happening in the wait for this fight. So check out this deep dive where I'll tell you other rumors that are buzzing in the boxing community. You will learn new shocking claims that are attracting people's attention. Click on the screen to watch the deep dive, and thanks for watching this video.